Okay, so we're going to create a report on the query we created earlier for all the Ford cars. So the first thing, go to Reports, and we'll use the wizard to create the report. Just check you've got this correct either table or query selected here, so query Ford cars. Put everything on, and then what we not asked for, we don't want purchase price, take it off, and year, take that off. Go to next. How do you want to label the fields? We'll keep them as they are. Add grouping. No, grouping's not required for IGCSE, so next. Any sorting can be done here. So again, we've not been asked in this particular question for any sorting. How do you want the report to look? So you've got various choices here. Single column, 2 columns, etc. So I think if you're not asked for anything, you just stick with tabular. Landscape we're asked for, so we go to next. The title of the report, this is the title for the database, so we can stick with Ford cars. Dynamic report, and we want to modify the report to change these headers and the detail. So we're now taken to the report layout, which is in these 4 sections here. So the page header applies to every single page. The header applies only to the first page in the document, and the details of the fields here. So the first thing we can do is, because none of these are formatted, make the sale price over here in the formatting and change that to euros, so currency, and we'll just go for euros, 2 decimal places, say OK. So that's now changed. Now again, you can make these the width of these larger, but be careful about changing the detail, otherwise if you make it larger you get less items, in this case cars, on a page. So the first thing, we're asked to put in your name on the left in the header of each, so on every page. So page header. To do that you do this icon here, label field, and we drag in a label. You can't change the label from here, you must go over to the tab over here and actually edit from there. So you put your name in. And again, if you want to change the font size, you can change the font up here. So this has got to be left aligned, so drag that there, and I can of course take it all the way across just to double check. Align left. Move that down a bit. So the next thing has a title, all Ford cars in stock, center aligned at the top of the first page. So then I come into header. Now at the moment there's not enough room here to fit that in, so I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger, and then select these by pressing Shift, selecting them all, and then dragging them down. Now that's changing the Y position, has now changed to 1.75 centimeters. I want it a bit more because I've got to fit 2 titles in here. 2.50 centimeters, and then put in label field again, and we've got to call that all Ford cars in stock, so change that. To that. This has got to be centered, and stretch that both ways, so now it's right in the center, and we'll make that slightly bigger like that. And then the final thing has a subtitle, request for Mr. David Watson, so another label field, and again only on the first page. Again, so for the subtitle, change this to request for Mr. David Watson. and this has got to be right aligned. So align right. And again, I'm just going to move these back up slightly because I've got a bit of space. So just drag them up there. And make that back a bit smaller like that. Okay, so when we're ready, have a quick check. Name on the left, title in the middle, subtitle there. We execute the report, and there we go. So everything fitted on one page. So if we just check, we've just got onto 2 pages. So there's all the Ford cars. Again, if you check on the first page, only your name's on the left, so all Ford cars in stock, and the subtitle only appear on this first page.